Hey YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Before we get started here, we have to do my price of admission. Like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. You guys are watching my videos, but everyone is still not sub yet. So let me help you by helping me out here. Give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, we got that out the way, no long intros. Today's video, your boy was scouring the internet, and what did I find? A lot of stuff going on about the infamous 304 phase. So I found a podcast here on the internet where these two women were literally explaining how good it is for both men and women. So let's get to the video and we're gonna try to make this make sense.
So you're tuning in with Lana B,
And Santiago.
and this is the Whole Phase Podcast. So today we're going to be talking about what is the whole phase. Santiago, what you think? Why should we have a whole phase?
So a whole phase is definitely, everybody should have one, okay? Like, only single people. This is only for single people. If you're in a relationship,
Y'all hear this?
I commend you. Lana commend you because it's
For real.
extremely hard.
Single people activity.
This is only, we don't want anybody to be upset about this. So listen, for me, a whole phase is you're dating around, you're being smart about how you're dating around. You don't have to have intercourse with all of these men or all of these women. Because
No.
for one, a whole phase is not just for men, it's not just for women, it's for both.
For both.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. To get an experience. To have an experience of an experience.
Right.
Like if you
You hear that? You want to have an experience on an experience. These women here don't want to be bored, y'all. We talk about how women always want to level up in hypergamous nature. They're not trying to be dull. They're not looking for boring guys. They want the experience on the experience. Let's see what else they're going to say here. Let's keep it going here.
tie down, which is like we said, it's fine. Like if you found your high school sweetheart and you decided, oh, this is the person that you're gonna be with for the rest of your life, and you didn't experience and go out other stuff, that's cool. But in reality, I feel like personally, you should experience more than one person. And I'm not just saying in a sexual way. You need to learn other people's habits and get to know people in different settings. Because if you're more well-rounded, you know, it's better off. Like if you always in the hood and you fucking with hood bitches and then now you want to elevate to something else, that hood bitch is not gonna accommodate you well.
No.
And then you're not gonna be able to know how to even accommodate somebody that's better than the hood bitch that you upgraded from, because technically you a hood nigga trying to do a little bit better. Or vice versa. You a rap.
Wait a minute. So we already see what we got going on here. Talking about the 304 phase, and you out here messing with hood boogers and you're messing around with the hood men too as well. You're going to get what you going to get here. The mentality that we see from these women here. And I feel sorry for myself here because I'm a part of this culture and this race here. You know what? I'm not going to say it. Let me just keep playing here, guys. Let's get back to the video.
Rap bitch trying to get a Bill Gates.
Baby.
Okay.
Okay. So, like I said before, you do not have to have sex with other people. Now, move at your own pace, okay?
Yes.
So, if you don't feel comfortable having this man over this woman over that first night, it goes up how you want it to go. Like, dating is just, basically dating is you getting to know each other. Like, y'all always want to move fast. Like, it's always move
Yes.
fast. Let's
It's
Netflix and
3
chill.
laws that you should definitely go by.
Before she's going to talk about these 3 laws, what we're seeing here is these modern black women are conflating dating, regular traditional dating, with them having their fun 304 phase here. So we can see how things are just going bad and downhill in our society today. If you're going to be out here and want to be promiscuous, even though they're saying that it doesn't have to involve sex, yes, it does. 304 phase involves getting it down and getting buns clapped. Now, here's the thing. There's going to be some women who might be getting down like this and trying to juice guys who don't have to get up the sex to every single man. But what is the definition of a 304? Just turn it upside down and look at the letters here. We're not talking about, you know, women who are being abstinent 304s. That's an oxymoron. So they're setting the stage here to try and talk to women and men that it's okay to mix traditional dating with out here wilding out here. And we've seen how ass backward this is right here. But let's see what these hood boogers gonna say next here. Let's get back to the clip.
When having your whole phase. And now a lot of people, like when we had went in on our Facebook Live and everything, it was more so like, oh, this is just dating.
All that smoking.
Levels to what a whole phase is, and
there's levels, huh?
Explaining is just the goal layer, the goal level. Like this is just the bottom layer, this the bottom level. Like this is just the beginning. Then you will progress into higher ones, like you have your platinum and your diamond. But before you do any of that, you need to live and learn these laws. And your first law would be your morals. Like never just stoop down to a low level. You don't have to be, like she said, out of your comfort zone, do stuff that you want to do, don't want to do, because of, oh, you fucking with this person and you think that this is what they want. If they pursued you, or they even looked at you, or even decided to go on this date or this outing with you, then it was a reason. Don't feel like, oh, I gotta have sex with this person, or I gotta be a yes man, or I gotta be a yes woman, because you don't feel adequate. And don't do that.
I had no idea, guys, that 304s had morals in the game. Are we serious? Because my thinking was, maybe I'm showing my age. I'm 42 years old, but when I was out in the streets and I saw the 304s, it was no morality going on here. It's get in where you fit in. So we're saying in 2022 right now, 304s got morals? I'm a little bit off base, guys. I need to know in the comment section. Is the 304 game really changed here? Or they just trying to make things fit to what they wanted to here? Because this sounds completely off base here, but I'm gonna let them talk for a little bit more here. Let's continue the video.
Right, and it's okay to call the person, FaceTime or text them before you guys actually meet. Yeah. It's okay to feel that vibe, to get to know them. You know what I'm saying? Over FaceTime. Like me, I'm a FaceTime person. I'm gonna FaceTime you to death because I want to be able to see if you about what you talk about.
Because it depends on where you meet people too. Because you'll meet somebody at the club, they talking a good game. They do, oh, I do this
at the club.
I get this type of money, or I could do this, and really they just trying to fuck like it's a one nighter. So it's just like you not even in my face. Like you ain't stuck. No, I'm a play. Like,
because you give the vibe like you're a one nighter. I see women like this here, guys. And women here, I see bust down status. There is nothing as far as a commitment here. I'm not seeing anything that I would want to go all in on. And then the way they're talking here, no one in my tribe should want to rock up these women here. Okay, you're gonna get your feelings hurt quick, fast, in a hurry. Lord have mercy. You see what they're saying here about you want to see a guy in the club and he just want to get it that first night? Because you are hanging in places where men only want to bust you down, and that's why you're in the 304 phase. Boy, oh boy, let's get back to the video.
Like you on a whole nother roster, a whole nother lane. Like, no, just stay in your lane and don't swerve. So if you feel like you just want to date around just to get to know people, whatever, or you in this space where you dating around and you trying to use people, it's
going to happen. But guys, getting played is going to happen like in one's lifetime. I'm 28. I've been played a few times, not a lot of times, but to get to know somebody, you have to know the ins and out, and maybe that out is something you're not willing to deal with. Like even with kids, a person can have 3 or 4 kids, and you didn't know that in the beginning. It's okay to let that person go.
Yeah, in the dating game here, I will admit that she is right. Everybody gets played. You know, you never know people's true intentions. But let's add this point here. If you out here in the streets, you out here wilding, you trying to live by this code of the 304 phase, you're gonna get played more often than not. And for women to have this mentality, the way that they're structurally built from a biological level, you're only setting yourself up for failure. People's gonna say, you know what, Dad, you talking from an old standpoint here, conservative. Women can out here and do what they want to do. Yes, you can. You can go out here and do what you want to do. But the key is, do you understand the ramifications and the situations that come across with this type of behavior here? Boy, oh boy, let's keep it going here.
Yeah.
This is your whole phase. Let that person go. You do not have to stick around.
And a whole phase is not a situation situation to where, oh, y'all in this like relationship and you ride or dying and he or she is fucking around and playing you and really living they true hope phase, but you on standby, like in a relationship that's not a relationship. You don't have to deal with that neither. Like, don't set yourself up for that.
So what's rule number?
I stopped there because, guys, this is what we got to watch out for. If we don't know if a woman's strictly in her 304 or if she's a regular modern woman, women always have backup plans. They have somebody on standby, like she was saying here. So you could be thinking that you are rocking with her. She is your one and only. She got multiple dudes and on standby and ready to go. So it's a good thing to find out up front about these women here. Are they really got multiple guys on their phone like, hey, buns clapping Tuesday night with Mark, okay? Saturday night sloppy sessions with John. You know, we need to know it being upfront and honest, because you know what? I've seen a lot of my guys get played big time here. So this is why I'm showing this here, because these women here are clearly showcasing that we're not for one guy. And a lot of my guys here in my tribe are only looking for one woman. So let's get back to the video.
So rule number 2 is be organized. When you're doing these phases, make sure that you're putting the person who really will take you out and travel with you in the right category. Don't put him at no, oh, this or her at this category to where, oh, this is my out to eat. This is my movie person, to where you could be somewhere in Bora Bora and Brazil or doing something good. Like, you know, like, and don't put the one that just want to fuck on this pedestal of like, oh, I'm about to make this my significant other.
Right.
No.
So make sure you women are not texting the wrong men also.
Yeah.
Like, don't text John about what Jim said he was gonna do. That's just not, we can't. So we are at law number 2. Law number 2 is,
Let me pause there. You see that? These women are trying to give game about how you talk to multiple men. Don't talk to Jim what you say about John, and don't talk to John what you say about Mark, and blah, 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 blah. This is the problem that my men in my tribe, especially my last live stream, talking about modern dating and modern women here, the 304 phase here, and how they're just out to have fun and not knowing the ramifications that's happening to their present that's going to impact their future. And how many men are seeing this here, and you're basically just cutting out every single possible potential mate as you're spitting every single word here. So let's continue here. This is getting worse, guys. It's getting really worse here. But let's continue.
be organized.
Be organized. You always want to make sure that when you dating people, that you put them in the right category. Don't put Bill in this category with Tim.
You hear this?
You think Tim is a little bit cuter, but in reality, Tim is your out to eat buddy, and you trying to make him your trip buddy.
Your foodie call.
Don't do that. You probably set yourself up for failure and waste your time with
Right.
the wrong person.
Right, so that's where you get to know the person, right? You ask them several questions like, you got a passport? Okay, he say yes, that's the one you go travel with. You ask him, oh, you like to cook? You like to eat?
Yeah,
That's the
what's
one
your
you go.
interest?
Yeah, that's the one you gonna go out to eat with, or he might even cook for you. You ask the ones like, you like sports?
Yeah,
You
are you business minded?
Yeah.
Ones who can actually help you start an LLC or stocks, trading, different stuff like that. You never know what people are into until you actually take the time out to get to know
get to
them.
know them. So you put them in them different categories. Also, being organized is not only just a whole phase thing, it's a whole life thing also in your life. You can make sure you organize with your finances, your business, your children, and your family. You gotta make sure all that is coordinated. And also, ladies, you wanna make sure, and men, you wanna make sure you're not mixing these men and women up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the easiest way to get canceled. Nobody wants to get canceled. That's so embarrassing.
Right. So number 3 is to just
Before she goes to number 3 here, like I stated earlier, these women are hypergamous. They're men. They're trying to give women the playbook on how to juggle multiple men. And even though they're saying you don't got to have sex with all of them, more than likely, if a guy is going to take them out traveling, they getting buns clapped. You know, if a guy is going to be the regular guy on their phone who's taking them out to eat, There's going to be some buns clapping eventually. There could be some simpage there. They may find the guy who's just strictly the foodie call, who's just going to pay for their food. And then when she gets home, she calls John the buns clap. Okay, but guys, understand that women are teaching women game on how to play us here, how to have multiple men, how to juggle us here, where that you're 1 day a week or you maybe 2 days a week here. Modern women are trying to give a playbook on how to manipulate us, how to have their cake and eat it too. You're seeing it firsthand here. Let's get back to the video. Let's see what they're gonna say about number 3.
Have fun. So make sure that you just out here living your best life. Like
My best life.
literally.
For real, make
For
sure you
real.
have fun. Like regardless, having fun, even if the deal or the phase goes bad, in your head like, ooh, I had fun. I had a good time. We had a good vibe. Things
Seriously?
happen, like, so
And then you
Wow.
realize too that you're dating people just to see what you want, what you may want, or even how to be better for somebody else, because you could be just getting out of a relationship and you might feel like you inadequate or you missed out on something or you feel deprived from something or whatever like that. So just have fun. Don't go and think
Just
like,
have fun,
this is
girls.
my next relationship.
Don't worry about your emotions.
Just think of it as, all right, what can I do better this go around? Or I know what I don't like because of this last situation, so let's try something that's outside of that box. Really having a whole phase is really getting outside of your regular routine and your regular box that you probably stuck in or never experienced, because like I said, it's an experience of an experience. So that's why everyone gotta have one, and you just want to make sure that you having fun. Like, don't feel pressure, don't feel like you forced to do this. Remember, at the end of the day, you're not committed to anyone, so you can do whatever the fuck you want and not feel bad about it. Like,
You hear that, guys? That is how women are treating the game today. That is how they're treating modern dating. That is how they're treating men today. They're going to have their fun. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're not going to go ahead and settle with one guy here. And then when they're ready to settle down, then that's when they're going to come at you. But that's only when they've had their buns clapped and been ran through the streets here by the hood boogers, like they say in here. You know what? I think that's enough for these girls here. Let me just take them off the screen here, guys. That's a lot. That's a lot. I brought this video here because these are just 2 modern black women here who are just part of the major problem that we see here. Women are okay in the fact that they can go around and sleep with anybody and everybody. Now, I know they said people are going to try to nitpick, saying it's not all about sex. Let's stop splitting hairs. If you're saying 304 phase, what does that actually mean? Let's not try to place it. I can go out here and do this and do this and do this here and think there's going to be no ramifications. You're going to have to bust down these guys, even if you're going to try to say that I'm not having sex. You're going to run across a guy who's going to want it. And then you're going to put yourself in compromising situations. I'm not saying everything is okay, but you live these lifestyles and you're only asking for trouble. On top of that too, why we're preaching this here, because men, save yourself. These women are clearly out for one and one only, themselves here. They don't care about emotions. They don't care about you. They don't care about what's actually going on here. It's all about them having their fun. Even the one girl actually said, you know, even went bad, it's like, you know what? I had fun. You know, you got to look back at the fun that you had. Not understanding that relationships is serious business. They're over here just playing and having a good time and having a ball, not understanding that this one girl said that she was 28 years old. Who's to say that how her outlook's going to look in the next couple of years when she's in her 30s and ready to settle down, if she's trying to settle down? Because from the way they're talking here, no one in my tribe here wants to deal with this here. But I'm showcasing this here because to some of my tribe, they're going to look at that and say, hey, if they just take the braids out, take the eyelashes off and kill the nails, these are some cute girls. But the mentality is all messed up. The way they think and the way they project and then the way they look at men. Because when you have your 304 phase, and then when you say you're done with it, you're not realizing that by the time you're done with it here, most men is going to see this here and be like, nah, I'm good. You're not on my level. You're not on my plan. And I can see that if something hits the fan, you probably still got Mark in your book here. You've probably got Billy Back John here ready to blow you out here. You probably got Marcus who's going to take you out of town, still ready to take you out of town here. They always have a fallback plan. And if we know that here, then we know that we cannot take these women seriously. So men, what do we say here? Guard your seed, guard your wallet, be smart and mindful, and do not be tricked into thinking that being with a woman or saying it's okay to have a 304 phase and it's okay to go ahead and move this way. Because in actuality, these women are dead mentally here. They're not giving anything positive that we want to associate with us for the long term here. And we need our men to protect themselves so that we can build strong nuclear families, because this situation here will lead to divorce or baby mama drama if you deal with this type of woman here. Comment, like, subscribe, click on that bell notification below. Let me know what you think about this video here. Modern women, this is how they're thinking here. This is how they're projecting, and they're trying to school other women on how the 304 game should work here. I want to know what you guys think about this video. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.